Oh, dang it was there. My name is Mason, and I like strawberry Pop-Tarts. I think that's my favorite Pop-Tart.
My name's Tot, and my favorite color is purple.
And this is What Are We Talking About? Because we have a lot to talk about each day, especially now in this time period. Because too much stuff happens, like, really bad, but also really good, too. Because we just saw Sinners. New movie came out.
Love Sinners. We could definitely see it again. I'm down to see it again.
I love Sinners. It's crazy.
Oh. Okay, so you guys knew what I meant. You knew what I meant. The plan.
But no, would you rank it quickly? Like, what would you rank it out of 10?
Out of 10?
Out of 10.
I'd probably give it a 9.
A 9?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. Just from overall movie, character development, and music. I think this was one of the best
tips it over for sure.
I think it's one of the best soundtracks I've heard in a while. But this is one of the few things we've been wanting to talk about since we've last seen everybody. How have y'all been? I presume good.
We're gonna say good. Yeah. You know, despite the state of everything, you gotta be happy still. So it's fine.
Gotta be happy.
We're thriving somehow.
One of the
matters.
One of the many challenges we've had is actually adopting a dog.
Oh, you guys, when I tell you that they want to know every single thing about you before they give you a puppy, and it's like, I can understand making sure that I'm not like an animal murderer, okay, but like needing references, needing my address, needing to know where I work, my work schedule, it's a little extreme.
Running my credit.
Running our credit?
Running credit is crazy. That's an apartment, car type stuff. Adopting a dog? Like,
that was insane.
Yikes. I know, and
insane.
I checked my credit right afterwards. It, you know what I'm saying? It happened. But that is just what she was alluding to. Just everything happens all the time. We're gonna try and get these out more and more, but we're just starting out. Give us some grace. Give us a little grace. This is our first time ever doing a podcast.
Yeah, I think we're doing a great job.
I think we are.
You know, we had some technical issues. Who doesn't? Tech is not my thing. And for some reason, the everlasting scam of updates taking up your storage has attacked us yet again. So that was over half the issue. But we think we have a workaround that's going to work out for us.
Yes, we're gonna do it. But yeah, I like that Black Mirror reference. I like it. Because that was also crazy, which we will talk about probably on the next podcast.
Yeah, we won't dive too deep. I feel like we need a minute to talk about Black Mirror, and we'll give you all a little longer to watch it because I don't know how extreme of Black Mirror watchers you guys are, but we definitely sat through the whole thing.
Literally in one setting. Yeah, we watched the whole thing.
In one go. It was great. I mean, I recommend it. It's fun to get it all back to back to back like that. But yeah.
Cool.
What are we talking about today?
So we're gonna start with some icebreakers. And then we're gonna just work up into our segment.
We're working up, not down. Love
that. Working up to the segment, and then I guess we'll end it off with another segment. It depends on how the conversation goes, but we'll start with some questions. So, out of the new How to Train Your Dragon live action and Stitch live action, which one are you most excited for and why?
This could be controversial.
I hope it is.
I have to say Lilo and Stitch. Because I grew up with Lilo and I grew up with Stitch, and I know that movie forwards and backwards. And at the second movie forwards and backwards, I've watched the TV series that ran on Disney Channel for some time. love a Stitch. So I'm probably more excited for that. But very closely, secondly, excited. Excited about the live action How to Train Your Dragon. One, because the story is amazing, but two, because of the musical score.
Yes.
Inside of How to Train Your Dragon is just some great musical cinema right there. So,
right.
What about you?
To your point, am also excited for Stitch. Just for nostalgia. That is arguably one of my top Disney movies of all time, not gonna lie. And to live action it, I just recently saw the Minecraft movie, and in the previews, the CGI looks amazing. In both movies, though, but the nostalgia factor from Stitch, because he looks really good.
Stitch looks great. I've always wondered how Stitch would look in real life, with obviously him being an alien. But I think it's a consensus that most people agree that if he were to be a real life dog, he'd be a French bulldog. And so for the longest time, I wanted one, so I could name him Stitch. Don't think I could. Don't think I'll pull the trigger on that.
The dream kind of.
It kind of fizzled, but it's fine. Fizzled. Yeah, but it's okay.
But that's no knock to How to Train Your Dragon. That also movie preview was great as well. I'm not gonna lie. Toothless looks great. I wish he had an accent. He doesn't have the Finn accent. You know? Are you agreeing with me? Are you saying he does?
Who is Finn?
Not my fault, not Finn. Who's the main character?
Hiccup.
My fault. Hiccup. He doesn't have the accent. He kind of talks regular, and he doesn't have that. Oh, man. Like that one. So
yeah.
That's here's a special guest, our dog. She's gonna pop up here and there. Her name's Junie. We call her Goonie, and she's the precious thing ever.
She might not last here long, but
look at her already trying to leave.
Well, I mean, go on with your bad self.
Are you gonna go?
Okay. Yeah.
Next segment. What will June do?
I can move this side, right? I also think it's a good note for the people that you hadn't even watched all of the How to Train Your Dragons until recent.
Yeah, I haven't, but now I have the full scope of it.
Right, but I think that's a little easier to back up the fact that you're a little bit more excited for Lilo and Stitch. To top that off as well. But no, between those two movies, between the next Avatar coming in December, between what else is coming out? There's so many bangers coming out soon.
This is a morbid one, but Final Destination.
Final Destination. The final Destination.
That's gonna be awesome.
I think everyone that's around our age can agree that is like, I never thought that we never got an official wrap up for them to bring it back.
It's pretty awesome.
Because they definitely traumatized an entire generation with that stupid woodlog truck.
Yes, I will never drive behind one of those ever. I always merge.
Honestly, they probably traumatized two generations, actually, if we really think about it. Because the movie is older, but for some reason, my mother dislikes scary movies, and for some reason, we have not one, but two Final Destination 2 DVDs where that scene takes place in our house.
Oh, y'all are dedicated.
So, like, even for our parents, like, that stuck with them so much. It's like, I know it's not really necessarily horror, I guess a little bit more of a gore factor, but so much so that it's also ingrained in us. It's kind of hilarious and kind of crazy.
I'm very fearful. There's been the swimming pool one where you got stuck at the bottom.
Yeah, don't like that one.
Yes,
don't like that one. We'll never get acupuncture.
Never get acupuncture. Yeah, it should. And if somebody has a vision, I don't know if I want you to tell me or not.
Actually, just please sleep. Keep it to yourself.
Because that is the rest of your life. Yeah. Yeah, but that's another movie that we're looking forward to. I think that's all I really know right now. I know there's a bunch of Marvel ones, but I don't really know them right now.
All I know is it is time to be back in the theater.
Yeah. Oh, Tom Cruise. This is Last Mission Impossible.
Last Mission Impossible. That's gonna be so great.
He's gonna have one final running scene. The long. Are we bothering you? The way she looks at the mic every time.
Yikes. Okay, I love you so much, pal. How about we exit stage left, huh? All
Radio.
right. Oh. Thank you so much, special guest June. Yeah.
All right. We can go on this for all day. Okay, here's my next topic. This is why in illegal jobs turn to real jobs. What do you feel like in the... Judy, please. Do you want to come up here?
Go lay down, queen.
Go lay down over here.
We have a live studio audience, and the live studio audience is trying to partake in said set right now. I'm just kidding. Okay,
I guess she'll do it. So yes, YN, if you are unfamiliar with YN, is young N-words.
Oh.
Illegal jobs into legal jobs. What do you think would be like the most abundant young YN job? So this is like a scammer turned.
Yeah, so I think every YN that is good at finessing someone out of their money needs to hop on over into insurance.
Insurance. I can see that one as an insurance.
Straight into insurance. I need all the homies on the block. I need them to get into pharmaceuticals.
Right.
I need to see you at my local CVS.
Exactly.
My local Walgreens. Okay. What's next? Okay, I need all my Glock babies. We need to get into some private security.
For sure.
Like, you can do what you love and get paid the right way. Okay? You don't have to.
You don't. Yeah, you don't. There's other options. I'm trying to think of some other ones. I feel like some of them can be some door salesmen. By how they just be like walking up in different people's, hoods and stuff like that. I feel like, what else? Getaway drivers, them ones that be in the Mustangs. You can be like a racer or something. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
you don't have to just be running from the cops.
Yeah, I need all the SoundCloud rappers to begin to express themselves at more of an open mic night situation. It might sound lame now, but if we all do it together, then it'll be a thing.
Exactly.
It'll be a thing. And then if we're, SoundCloud rapping at the open mics the right way, then maybe you won't be SoundCloud anymore. Maybe you'll be legit.
That's what I'm saying. So, she done got comfy.
Oh. And lastly, I just need all of you to get on social media. Y'all are funny.
No, they do be the funniest people.
Don't even try. Y'all are so funny. I just need all of you to make a page for yourselves.
Awesome. So that segues to our first segment. It really doesn't. It really doesn't segue to anything. I just didn't know what to say to get to a segment. But I'll let you choose. Do you want to start with ding or dong, which is do you agree or disagree? Or would you like to start with what are conspiracies? Which is your favorite conspiracy so far?
I think I want to do ding or dong.
Okay.
I think I want to do ding or dong.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So, here is my first question. Hold on. Sorry, I should have been more prepared for this. Overall, Switch is a better gaming console than PlayStation. Do you agree or disagree? Do 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 do.
Do we have a? I know we have a ding and a dong. Do we have a middle?
No, it's either ding or dong.
I'm gonna say dong.
You disagree.
I'm gonna say dong, and I'm gonna back that up with the fact that I do in fact have a Switch, and I also do in fact have a PlayStation. I have a PS4. Okay, so I have not firsthand experienced the capabilities of a PS5, and I feel like that's the only way, number one, to fully judge that question. And then number 2, based on the capabilities of my PS4, as opposed to my Switch, I do find myself gravitating more to my PlayStation than my Switch most of the time.
Okay, awesome. Great explanation. All right, here's my next ding dong. Ooh, this is gonna be controversial.
What about you? So the ding dongs are just for me.
Oh yeah, I'm just.
You're just grilling me.
Okay. And I can chime in if I really, what I'm saying.
Okay.
You can come up with your own dinger dongs.
See, this is what happens when you're the tech girl and he's the content guy. He puts me on the spot. I'm in the hot seat.
All right. Fashion-wise, who had better style overall? The era of people in 2016 or the era of people in 1980s? That was like a different world and stuff like that. And like Fresh Prince. Or that was that 1990s. I guess I'll give it to 1990s since those were TV shows during that time. But you get what I'm saying. Like, which 2016 was like vibrant colors, like what did we have in 2016? You had the
Is this my question or is this your question?
My fault. I'm just trying to make sure you have all the info you need to make proper decisions.
I have references to pull from. Give me my decision music.
Okay.
So the question itself is 2016 better than the 90s?
Fashion-wise?
Fashion-wise? I'm going to have to say dong.
Okay.
I'm going to have to say dong because 2016, from the perspective of me being a sophomore in high school, was very niche.
Mm-hmm.
In the sense of there was Chevron. There was Nike Elite Socks.
Mm-hmm.
There was
Sperry's.
Socks and Sperry's.
Mm-hmm.
There was, the weird ass posing on Instagram. I know that I didn't have to do fashion, but I was just there. It's just in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And comparably, both eras have colorful fashion and pattern and the like.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the 90s was more individualized though. Like I feel like 2016, like it was popular and we all did it, so it arguably looked good, but we were all doing the same thing.
Right.
Like there was no way to put your spin on Nike Elite Socks and Sperry's. Like it was just
what it was.
It was just what it was, which was fine. It was era. It was hilarious. Looking back on it now, it's pure nostalgia. Mm-hmm. But I think the 90s not only had more individuality, it's easier to pull from it. Like, I'm not about to put on Nike Elite Socks and Sperry's and be like, ooh, period, this is a fashion statement.
Yeah, exactly.
But I can pull a 90s patterned jacket from the archives, and everybody's like, oh, that's so cute. This is a way to vibe this up a little bit, or certain style pants. Like everybody loves a wide leg jean. Mm-hmm. Okay, people said forget skinny jeans, bring back the wide leg pants. Like,
right.
Different things like that. Windbreakers are coming back. Loved a windbreaker as a child. Mm-hmm. I need a new one.
Can we get gifted?
So yeah, I'm definitely saying that the 90s is superior for sure.
Okay, cool. The last ding or dong is that when it comes to wedding and honeymoons, it is better to spend your money on the honeymoon rather than the wedding than spending most of your money on the wedding and not your honeymoon. Do you agree or disagree? Ding or dong?
You didn't give me my decision music. I'm gonna say ding and pray that your family doesn't watch our podcast.
Ooh.
Because as a girl who has dreamed and planned her wedding since she was a toddler, no, okay, that's extreme, but like since I was young, obviously, there are a lot of things that I do at my wedding, and there's quite a bit that I want to go into it.
Mm-hmm.
But I dare say that the honeymoon should be more important because it's the first time as a couple that you're alone after getting married.
True.
So I feel like it should be more important. Now, that's not saying that we're not going to drop a bag on the wedding. It just means more is going into,
Right.
Don't mishear me, guys.
I feel you.
That's how I feel about that.
Hey, well, that ends the segment of Ding or Dong. If you really do agree or disagree with what she said, leave it down in the comments because we would love to debate.
I'd love to argue.
So,
no, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I meant debate.
You might get blocked. I'm playing.
No, we don't use the block button here.
But yeah, that's our segment of Ding and Dong. Also comment some questions or Ding or Dong or controversial stuff that you know that we can say on here. We can talk about it because we're just getting started. We want to build a whole community around us. So send them in.
Before we wrap up today, I'm gonna go on a baby rant about weddings.
Okay.
Because first.
And we're going to do What Are Conspiracies next time. But we just are crammed on time, so yeah.
So my first gripe with people's opinions of weddings is I don't believe that weddings are for the guests. A lot of people have that opinion, and I feel like they're not.
You're talking about the guest experience.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, I feel like if you're planning your wedding from the frame of your guests having a good... And this is crazy to hear from me, from the people that know me as a people pleaser. Mm-hmm. They're probably thinking I'm BSing right now, but I'm so serious. Like, this is probably the one thing that I would definitely choose for my own self. But I just feel like if you're planning your wedding for the enjoyment of the people that are coming, as opposed to the enjoyment of you and your partner on the day, I feel like you're just kind of setting yourself up to fail / be stressed through the whole experience. Now, not your marriage, just your wedding day. Because I feel like it just puts a lot of unneeded pressure on you when the day is you and your partner's day. I back that up with my opinion. There's no such thing as a bridezilla. I feel like the term comes when people start giving unwarranted opinions to the bride, when that opinion doesn't matter, and then when she tries to tell them about themselves, then they get upset, and all of a sudden she's a bridezilla. Like, it doesn't really matter if you don't like the dress I like. This is my wedding. I like the dress. That doesn't make me a bridezilla. That makes me being comfortable on my wedding day wearing what I want to wear. Any thoughts?
None at all, really. I'm not gonna lie. I have seen some crazy people in Bridezilla. I've seen some clips, so maybe they're just pushed to the.
I was gonna say you have to. I feel like you have to.
I feel like they're pushed to that edge.
I feel like you have to look at what is being.
Right, the build up.
The build up before they're going off on people.
Exactly. Because they just get the worst parts.
Right. Of course, it's TV. They produce. They're gonna show you. They're gonna show you the money shot.
Right.
But, I feel like if I'm making choices or you're making choices for a special day for you and your partner, and at every turn there's someone at your ear talking about how stupid that's going to be, how ugly that's going to look, no one's going to want to see that portion of this, it gets annoying at a point, to a point where you really have to... Not only is it your wedding, that's a really important day, now someone's shitting on something you genuinely like.
Exactly.
How could you not get upset about that after a while, especially if it continues to go and you're already stressed about planning a wedding already.
Exactly.
There's already stress behind planning a wedding, even if everything was agreed upon. There's still stress. So it's just like, I feel like that term should not be a thing. Now, don't get me wrong, there are people that just have a bad attitude, and those people just have a bad attitude. That's not going to change just because they're a bride, or just because they're not a bride any longer. But other than that, yeah, that's how I feel about that.
Well, there you go. That's her rant. And if you agree with her, hey, please, comment as well.
Please let me know.
She wants to start a small group of women who just want to talk about weddings. So just let her know.
When did I agree to that?
But thank you for listening. This is What Are We Talking About, and see you next time.
If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, visit our page and click that bell icon so that you're always notified when we post.
Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We done talking. We'll see them on the next video.